a very dysfunctional family.
He makes fun of me because I'm scared of birds and stink bugs, terrified. He gets a kick out of that.
And I still don't like my nickname, Bad Luck Schlep Rock, which you gave me.
Harry can tease me, especially about getting outrun by a three-legged dog.
We need to start over.
Dinky. He would tell a story about Dinky, right here.
Hey Lo, this is Manny, Mo, and Jack here to attend the Weston Oil Party, if you know what I mean.
So, I fucked this up.
And Dinky was always on the run, and they couldn't catch Dinky. It took forever, this Dinky dog.
He'll also reference Ashley. Ashley and him have this big joke about him being a redneck and him explaining things that make him sound like redneck, so that's definitely my favorite Harryism.
And finally he set the drop net. And we finally caught that Dinky.
And he said a few things that I can't repeat, too. Like how he wants to be buried.
Yeah. Sometimes when I get really nervous, I go like this. And then I do that, and I know it's really weird.
Who is this?
No one gives a good goddamn.
He's lots of things. So from the minute I started, Harry made me feel welcome, and he'll do anything for you, whether come out at 3 in the morning to help you out or change the battery in my car for me.
Harry, I think the thing that I love about you most is your honesty, brutally honest.
My favorite thing about Harry is how his passion for rescuing and saving the animals of Berks County permeates everything that he does. If you talk to him, it oozes out of his pores. To see him sometimes tear up or get choked up just really speaks to the passion that he has for what he does.
And he dedicates a lot of time for the rescue of these animals.
Also enjoy the fact that Harry's always around, always able to help, and also love the fact that he's just really, really passionate about everything that he does. So he does a good job.
I like that he's there all the time. I can call him anything. I always forget the gas code. He's good at telling me that.
One of the most passionate about animals, and I know you would do anything for any animal you possibly could.
What I love about Harry so much is that he will do anything for anybody, and he's always there. You can always count on him for anything. Amazing man.
On top of that, he's completely 100%, 110% dedicated to everything he does. He's here for the shelter, for the animals, for the people here. He's just altogether an amazing guy.
Journeyman.
Yes.
I've been coming around here for almost 8 years. In fact, when I tried to adopt Bailey, who's going to be 8, he was worried, him and Katie were worried that I wouldn't be able to take care of a puppy because of school. I convinced them otherwise.
I guess I would have to say my fondest memory of Harry would probably be my late night on-call runs with him. He used to dread me being on call, and
I know that I can call Harry for anything that I need, even if it, like, Harry had to pull my Jeep out a couple of years ago. I was at the barn and I wanted to go see my horse, and it was snowy, and I was determined to go see her, and my truck got stuck, and the people that owned the barn couldn't help me, and so Harry and Beaver came out and got my truck out for me, and just anything. Harry would do anything if you asked him.
I always appreciate you being there for me through anything that I absolutely need, no matter if it's part of my job or my personal life. You've always been there.
When I had Tiny was like the most aggressive dog on the planet. We would joke because Noelle was the same way.
Always love that in the middle of the night and I'm on call and I get the strangest call ever, I can call Harry and he will pick up the phone for me and he will help me.
He's been here ever since I first came here 22 years ago. He's done everything anybody could possibly do for this shelter, and it would not be here now if he hadn't been here through all the tough years when we had nothing. Before people got on board and helped us raise money and things like that, he got us through. So it's really hard for me to imagine going on without him. And I'm really going to miss him.
Harry's just the best. He'd do anything for this place, and he has. And I think that he'll be always associated with the Animal Rescue League.
Good luck with everything, and I know I'll be seeing you around.
I always tell people that this work environment is so different because you can't go home and tell somebody and expect them to understand. Like my mom just says she doesn't even want to hear it. But here we all go through the same things, so we're very dependent on each other. And I think we've all been involved at some point with almost all of our loss of pets. And when my pug Ernie died, I called Jamie kind of freaking out, and she couldn't come over, and she was worried, so she called Harry, and I called Harry after I called Jamie because he was just the next person to call to tell what happened to Ernie, and Jamie must have called him and told him to come over because I was very upset, and he drove to Fleetwood and got very lost and didn't end up coming, but he was probably driving around for like 1 or 2 hours, and that meant a lot that he did that for us.